Hello and welcome. I did have a dog here a minute ago, and now he's run off. I hope everybody is well. And in this stream, I want to make a phone holder. Yeah, I'm a bit horsey too, so please excuse me. I'm sure they'll get some criticism in my video that I'm uploading later on the other channel. Oh, you're putting on a voice, but I'm not actually. I'm all horsey, mate. Anyway, let's just remove that. So, I hope everybody's okay. And this is a phone holder, similar to the ones I make on my channel. That's a TIE Fighter. It's TIE Fighter! Yeah, microphone behind. And that goes on there like so. But I thought myself, I don't know. How can I make that into a dual? You know, dual, so it's two of them. Hold two phones. One that side and one that side, maybe. Well, obviously it's got to be a bit bigger. Then I thought, well, Valentine's Day is coming up. Maybe have stuff I can sell on Etsy. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So, I've got a block of wood, which is going to do the base. And I've got another block of wood, which is going to do something soppy, because it's Valentine's Day. In this case, it could be a heart shape, just like this heart shape from Wallybois. So, I grabbed this. I thought it'd be quite good to draw around, you see. So, it's probably going to be a heart shape. Now, I'm not a very, how to put it, a soppy type person. No. I definitely am not. I'm too coarse for that. Ask Miss, she knows. God knows what she puts up with me, I don't know. So, what we're going to do is we're going to prepare these two pieces of timber. We're going to make a phone holder. Now, I haven't made one like this before, a double one. But I kind of got an idea, which I'll scribble down on a piece of paper over here. I'm not going to show you yet, because we'll just see how it turns out. It might not work out. So, hello, not just sawdust. Oh my, here he is again. Well, I'm busy filling the wood burner and making coffee. Ours is on the go as well. It's full of sawdust. It's a sawdust burner I made out of old wheels. That old wood burner there. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Of course we can see it. Yeah, it's my kind of how to put Daft Punk sort of stuff. Steampunk. Yeah, steampunk style wood burner. A bit of a hair day. A bit of a hair day going on there. That's sprocket at the front there off my motorbike. And it's made of wheels. Wheel rims. And a gas bottle. Wheel rims and a gas bottle. We used to have another one called an Ardens Turbo 5 or something. It was like a bean can type thing. They're sawdust burners. And that's where we nicked the design for that one, in the sense the way it works. And it's got that tube. You see that weird silver thing sticking out the side here? Spinny thing here. You can adjust the airflow on. This tube here. That goes right to the bottom of the fire into the sawdust. So that supplies the air to the sawdust. That allows it to burn sawdust. Otherwise, what else is going to do other than compost it? Or I'll give it to the rabbits. Hello, Bernard. Our pallet burner is cleaned and filled, ready to go. Yeah, well, we used our pellet burner yesterday. It's been quite warm recently, so it's not been too bad. So we ain't been too worried about heating. We've just been putting the wood burner on in the lounge, and that's about it, really. But I spend nearly all my time in the office, so doing sketching for the t-shirts and stuff like that. So anyway, what I'm going to start off with. I don't know actually. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll tell you what. Let's prepare that bit for the base. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up, because you know what they say, don't you? Look after the foundations. That's it. Look after your foundations. So we need to trim it to width and clean it up, because it's a bit of a cruddy old bit of oak. A bit of water in there. Also, it's quite close to the weighing edge. As you see there, there's a bit of stain there, but that'll be fine. So I'll trim it to length, trim it to width. It's a bit crap on the end there, so we need to remove that, which we'll do on the table sort over there. Let's just change the camera over. Bum, 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 bum. Boing! It's there! So first of all, turn the microphone around so you can hear me. Ba 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 ba. Sort of hear me, maybe. It's directional, see? Right, so first, obviously I can't run that side along there because it's not straight. So I'll straighten it up first, because that side is straight edge. As far as I think I can go, right there. Using my stick, what that does is I hold the back edge down, so it doesn't flip up, because the blade is rotating that way. When I do this, I don't put high against the fence, it's away from the fence. Then you can put the timber through the fence. Now we're going to cut it for them. Swap cameras over again. Oh my god, it's all these button press. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, so we'll go over to that. We'll use the radial arm saw, which is the old radial arm saw. Just there. There you go. Spin it around. Here we go. Over here we go. And hopefully it'll be long enough. I think it's gonna be close. Might even run it through the plane a little bit more as well. It looks a bit bit. Now, currently I think it's a bit on the thick side really. Normally I do these at about 22mm. 22 and 25. So that one's 21, that's quite thin. Whereas that's 26. So that would start off at 27mm thick timber probably. No, well, that'd be thicker than that, I think. Yeah, it would have been. I think we could probably take a little bit more off the top of that. So I'm going to go that way. We're going down to the plane. Now this might be hit and miss. The reason why this might be hit and miss is because the timber's too short. Yeah? So there's a possibility you could grab that, spin it around and chew it up and throw it out. Yeah. But we'll do it anyway, shall we? It might be fun. Don't try this at home. It needs to be longer. And on this face, so we remove that face. This is an old multiple 240 volt thicknesser. And it's not a triple head, that's in a double head, isn't it? The rotation speed's quite good. I'll show you. I'll remove this. That's it's on my thicknesser. No machine. You know, that's old and I got it. But I did take all the bits and tied it all up, and I don't even see that here. I think it's hit, yeah. It might hit the occasional nail. So at some point I need to remove these knives and sharpen them up, open them up. It's a good machine, it really is. I'm so chuffed when I got older, because these sort of things you can't get older very easily with this sort of build quality and for the size. And it's been 240 volt as well, not three phase, single phase. Which made it obviously for me, because I ain't got single. I suppose we could put 3 phase in here, but I don't need it. So that's no use to me. Let's put that back on there. I have to do a few little mods to make sure the dust extraction works. Which it does. And it's all chain drive, what have you got belts on that side and chains and stuff. But it's, yeah, I fit the digital depth gauge to it. Which makes a huge difference if you want to do anything accuracy, like for instance window frames and stuff like that, where you want to make sure it fits inside the space. Which is quite a good idea. So anyway, we've done that. We've got a bit of wood, which is now the thickness that I want. Bring it back over here. How are we doing there? Are we back in? We're back in. We're back in. That'll do. Da -da 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 -da. There you go. Right. So we've got this piece of wood here. Or we'll have a bit of wood there. And the idea being is we're going to have something like that, slot in it, which we'll do over there in the round table. And then I'm going to create, that's the kind of the idea. It's a bit of an overkill, I know, a bit This, yeah, obviously it's not going to be that, because we're going to make a new one out of that. But I thought that looks about the right sort of size. It might have to be a little bit taller. The idea being is that's going to be like a little notch there. That's going to be like outside. So here's and hers. So if you're at the kitchen table, on both sides, I have tested it. You know, most tables are, you know, aren't that wide. So even on our wide old table, that's fine. So just like that, like that. That's the idea. You have one on that side, you have one on the other side. That's what I'm thinking. It might work. Don't see why it shouldn't. Yeah. Anyway, that's what we'll do. So we need to prepare this. I haven't planed or anything to these faces or sand them or taken the arrows off. The next thing really, just in case I make a mess, I don't want to go too far doing the other stuff, just in case I mess it up regarding putting this slide. Yeah, which I'll do on the little router over there. I've got a router that I use just for that purpose, set in a little table near the wall over there. So we'll do that next. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I can do it without making a mess. It's usually a good idea, you know. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a sweet coffee. Oh yeah, I can put that on there. Oh, and that on there. Oh, hello everybody. Not just a piece of not just the price of pellets. We made a trip to get 10 sacks this morning. The cheapest place to get them. Now, last year we could get pellets, 15 kilo bags of pellets for about €4 ish. Sometimes a little bit less, depends on where you get them from. This year, I've seen as much as €12 for pellets, 15 kilos. The cheapest we managed to get them for at the moment is $8.50, and that's like Mr. Bricolage. But it was limited to how many you had per person. I think it's 6 bags a person. So we bought 6 bags at that time. Our local supermarket isn't too bad. It was at $9.50, but it makes it expensive heating. For me, because I make a lot of sawdust, I need to get a pellet mill. That's what we want to get. We've been looking at them, but most of them seem to be in China, it seems. And that's what spend a huge amount of money. And that's like a die. It's just like a round disc with loads of holes in them, and then a pair of rollers that basically rotate over the top of this whole plate with this die, and pressure spring and what have you. And then it forces the wood through the little holes, little 6mm holes, and creates the little wooden pellets. And I produce quite a reasonable amount of sawdust, probably enough to see us through the winter, really, regarding pellets. So it could save us money. But it would save us money, because we've got sawdust. So either that or I'm burning it on there. Half a wood comes by pruning the olive. Oh, the olive wood, lovely. Olive trees. And the other half is leftovers from the workshop, which we find in the skip. That's kind of how it's working for me. I've got loads of offcuts at the moment. When I was making windows and doing a lot of shutter work, and a lot of oak work, basically, I was buying timber by the cubic metre, Wayne edged. So literally, you know, with a wavy edge on the, you know, just like planks straight through the tree. Some would be quarter sawn, some would be plain sawn. But that's how we were buying, by the cubic metre. But since COVID, the place we were getting from a place called Mazières in Chapelle-Montbondex in France, and it was brilliant. I'd go down there, pick what I wanted, you know, and a lovely chap. He'd go there and measure, you know, across, you know, how many boards we want and stuff like that, and stick it in a tray or the back of the truck. Go and pay for it, bring it home. That's simple. Since COVID, though, they don't allow anyone into the yard anymore, and it's a nightmare. See, I can't select my timber. Now, to me, that's no good. I need to be able to select it. You get all sorts of crap otherwise. So I've now started. Then I went to another guy, and that was a bit further away, and he's okay, and he's got some amazing saw. I'm not a word of a lie. This thing got lasers coming down all over the place. He's sitting in his little cockpit with these screens all around him. Yeah, it's all like, you know, and it's little joysticks. And you see the lasers come down, and he lines it all up, what have you, within seconds, and the saw just flies past. I thought, now you all get in the way of that thing. That chopped into little bits, it would. Yeah, so it was quite impressive bit of kit. And when I asked him how much it was, he said you wouldn't have much change out of €1 million for this saw. That's one hell of an investment. Obviously, they got throughput all the time. It's a reasonable sized yard. But crikey. Talk about putting your head in the noose, isn't it? You know, you really have to. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Both them and saw. It was a very impressive though. So yeah, I'll get a lot of offcuts. So that's my point. Sorry, my point was is that when you're making big products, maybe staircases, windows, doors, and stuff like that, when you get to the you get a board at, I don't know, 2.5 metre long board, and use that when you make, say for instance, panel doors, farmhouse doors. Sorry, you might be using the full. You always get an offcut at the end, because very rarely do you use the end of the timber. Just like you see here, on this piece of wood here, this is obviously the end of a plank, a board, a thin board in this case. That's stuck up at 18mm. And you get all the shakes in the end, where the timber's drying out, and rapidly from the ends of the timber. Normally, what they should be doing is painting the ends of the timber, and it shrinks so fast, and you get all these little cracks. So you can't use that really for a lot of purposes. But you do get some meat out there, but you can. We'll use that bit there. You know, so for these little things, it makes use of it. So I get very little waste. I always think to myself, what can I make out of random shit? Speak of the devil, I got this random bit of metal, and I thought to myself, I was looking at that. The last one I replaced ended up in our concrete patio. Yeah, I buried it. And I thought, so what? Blooming waste. Why did I do that for? And I think, okay, years ago, what we used to do, if you had that, you'd send it back, wouldn't you? And you get your new one, and there'll be like a deposit on it. Because there's big casting. But because everything's imported these days, it costs more to send the castings back to have them remanufactured. So they don't do that anymore. No, some places right, but generally you don't have deposits on whether it be an alternator or anything really. No, you just get this to chuck away. What a waste! So I might make it into a lamp or something, some kind of retro lamp with a plain LED bulb in it or something. I don't know, a block of wood. I ain't got a big clue yet. It could be adjustable. I don't know. We'll see. I've said it before. Do something with it. It's a bit of waste, otherwise. Make a lamp out of it. Might want to sell it on Etsy or something. Some crazy person would buy it, wouldn't they? There's some loons out there, I must say. Yeah. You do find them, don't you? Yeah. Ah, there. Oh, my phone keeps going off. There we go. Anyway, let's prepare this piece of timber. And, yeah, go from there. Hello, Derek McCall. Happy New Year. Sort of a real time. Do. Hello there, who is Zebediah Thomas? I saw your recent... I can't always understand what you're saying, buddy, but I have to admit, I do like watching your videos. They're quite funny. People don't understand what I'm saying either, most of the time. It's our accents, isn't it? You know, me and my Norfolk. Kind of strained Norfolk. Someone thought I was a Cockney the other day. How'd they work that one out? I don't know. Good afternoon, Marcus. Nice workshop. Yay! Yeah, it's kind of, it keeps them off from the door. Or tries to, anyway. Now Scrappy challenges Bernard. Well, what else are you going to do with that bloody old thing? I don't know. It might be quite cool, though. Yeah, clean up the old wire brush and all that. Remove and clean it all up and maybe put the bits back, maybe not. I don't know. That'd be random, wouldn't it? And attach it to some great big lump of oak or something. I don't know. Just ideas. Oh, have to buy wood 2 years ahead to dry. Oh my god! What for your olive wood? No, oak here. You need about 5 years per inch for air dried. I tend to go when I do windows and doors and stuff. I always go for kiln dried timber. And I have actually toyed with the idea of sorting out my own kiln dry. When I say kiln dry, it's not literally like a furnace. No, that'd be silly because it just dries too quickly. And then you end up with lots of splits and bent wood and stuff. When it's not kiln dry, it's just basically you need airflow and maybe a little bit of warmth. A friend of mine made one, quite a large one, in a container, using an old container. And this all is like fans. And in the winter, he puts a bit of heat, a little bit of warmth in a little electric bar heater thing in there, oil-filled heater in there. But then it's you run the air through it all the time. The idea is, as the air travels over the top of the timber, it will draw the moisture out. So if you do it properly, you can dry a piece of timber within about a month. You know, a piece of oak is quite impressive. But yeah, generally speaking, just if you chuck it outside, racked out under cover, you're looking at about 5 years really per inch. And I use a moisture meter. I'll show you what I'm at. Here is my moisture meter. Hopefully the batteries haven't run out, so I can show you. Hence it says moisture meter. Right. Now there's two types of moisture meter. There's a flat sensor type, which is what this is, and then you've got the ones with prongs on. You're jabbing it in the end of your bit of wood settle, on the side or whatever, so how much moisture's in it. Right. This one could do walls and all sorts of stuff. You've got to set it first. So in this case, I'll set softwood, hardwoods. So hopefully, there might be a bit of moisture in this because it's been where I got it from the next door, but because it's not jointing on anything, it's only going to shrink at its width. It doesn't really matter. So it happens. Yeah. No, that's good. I think that's okay. If you can get set, that is pretty dry. So it's well seasoned. It started off as kiln dry. Let's move that. Turn it off. But if you get, for instance, I know this bit here, you've got to be careful. If you do a thin bit of wood like that, it'll actually read the moisture too deep, and it'll just whatever's behind it won't work. So anything that sort of thickness and above, you're okay with. Let's find something that's wet. Let's find a wet bit of wood. That's all I do. Back in a second. Right. Now I've got a piece of timber here. This is a bit of old Douglas fir. That's sitting outside in the rain, so it's wet. Also, it's not seasoned either. So let's put it back on again and put it onto softwood. On Douglas fir, softwood. So we're going to place it on there like so. As you can see, the lava's going off. Yes. Oh dear. Oh no. 53% moisture. You don't really want to use that. No. No fine carpentry with 53% moisture, no. You wouldn't even put that on your fire. So you wouldn't put Douglas fir on your fire anyway. Turn it off. That's off. So anyway, that's my moisture meter. Definitely worth having. This is not an expensive one, but I've used it a lot, and I've compared to the one down at Mazier's when I last at moisture and stuff on timber. Well, that's good, and it's fairly close. No two moisture meters are going to read exactly the same, but it gives you a good guide. So, what are you doing half one then, really? But it works. Hello, Phil McCracken. Anything under 18% is pretty dry. Yeah, for firewood. If you're doing anything like windows and doors, you really need under 10%, really. 8 or 9% should be okay for windows and doors. This sort of stuff, probably 8%, 18% is fine. Because where's that going to shrink to? It's not like it's jointed to anything. I know that's stuck on there, but that's only going to shrink in its width. Timber don't generally shrink in its length. If it does, it's a minuscule amount. So, yeah, it'll shrink in its width. Because if you think about it like being all straws full of water, as the moisture evaporates or is removed from those straws, because that's how it feeds the tree, they're like those little tubes really, and they'll become smaller in their width. And needless to say, it will become narrow, so it shrinks in its width. Hence, you get these shapes like so, because it's trying to shrink faster at this point here than it can here, because the end grain's not exposed at that point. You think the whole board. At that end of the board is exposed and it's drying too fast. So you get those little shakes in the end of the timber. Anyway, should we get on with that? I think we should. 2 years ahead to dry, yeah. At least. Pine, or softwoods, generally, they say about 1 year to 2 years per inch for pine. Depending on what pine it is. Douglas is a little bit longer. It's higher resin. So let's bring it back over there. When I say Douglas fir is actual pine tree. It's not a fir tree, even they call it a fir. No. If you look in many cases, they hyphenate it now, Douglas fir, because it's actually, it has pine cones. It's not a fir tree. So what I'm going to do, over here, I can't bring in closer, because my wire's not long enough. I need some cables. More cameras, maybe. I don't know. So this is a little router. It's a little Trend TD4 router. I just use it literally for this one purpose. normally I have pieces of wood like these ones up here, or these ones here, and they go in there, and this the guide on both sides, you know, that it can't pull away from the cutter. But this was longer. It's not going to fit. So I'll remove it and have to wing it by hand. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. These screwdriver. I'll have to remove that fence. We'll see. Oh my god, I'm scared. Alright, we'll put a bit of wax on there to keep that cool. So what I'll try and do is hold. I could screw that bit of wood back on. That might be a good idea. Shall we do it? I think it's a good idea. I'll screw it down there. Right with the screw hold up. Oh, Woody, right on the screw. The screw up there, right on it. Oh, right now. Move that along to there. I'll screw it down on there, that might help. I could. There. Good. I could get a long stroke. Oh, oh, please. Oh. No, okay. Right, here's a long screw. Oh, longer. What we're going to have be long enough. That. No, that's not long enough. That's stainless steel one here. That might be long enough. Right, I'll come back. I can't get that drill in there now. That'd be better, wouldn't it? Oh, that's so annoying. Come on. I think it's on the bottom, isn't it? On this. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Right there. Screw it into there. Another short screw over there. No, I want one then. Oh, there's innuendo. I'm quite looking forward to doing my live shows on the other channel. Hopefully this Sunday. Hopefully, it really depends on my wife's birthday. But yeah, hopefully I can go live this Sunday. We'll see. But that's better. My worry was that's good. Hopefully. Otherwise, I could get strained one side and then never go slot that sort of shape. I don't want to do that. I look silly. Trip over my drawers. Drawers. Alright, we're going in. Yeah, so I hope, yeah, do the live stream with the drawing. So, I don't know how it's going to work out. Probably, I hope I'll get back a right mess of the drawings. But we'll see. Looks a bit rough at the moment, but I know what I'm after. Not rough, but yes. Da, 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 da. Spin your back round. Back we are. Whoa, there we go. Here we are. There's your blows. Okay, we've got a bit of wood with 2 slots in it. one on each end. So it's going to be a doubly. Doobly. It's kind of like that. That's the idea. Do with little rubber feet on it as well, so it'll slide about. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's only a prototype. Oh, I'm so hoarse. Da, 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 da. Hello, Phil. Oh, sorry, Phil. My storage attic on the workshop is built with wet eucalyptus boards. They overlap 3 centimetres both sides, just enough. 8 years, there's 1 centimetre difference between summer and winter. Blimey. We've got some eucalyptus we put in the our field over there. Yeah, we're doing our rewilding. We put some eucalyptus in. I do like eucalyptus. I had a tree I had to take down once. You've got a split in the middle. It's quite a brittle timber, so it's when it's green. Oh, Orange is telling me. Oh, got my contract through from Orange regarding our internet. Yeah, we've got new internet coming next month. No more 4G. Too bad, is it? Here comes the missus. She's probably going to whine at me. No? Okay. Lovely job. Thank you, madam. Fan. Yeah, I've got new internet coming. 2 gigabit. 2 gigabit. Can't be bad. That's what they tell us. They say, oh, you'll get 2 gigabit. It's a completely new installation, because they've literally done all the way down the main roads from the exchanges. Then they come down into the 2 hamlets and into our hamlet. And we're on the outskirts of the hamlet, because right past our house it does. A little guy from Orange turned up last night. Went ding dong. Turned up and I said, oh, would you like to have fibre? And I thought, oh, yeah, because I know what's happening, you see. But being she was there, we signed up there and then. Done all the bits and pieces, came in the house and did all the old paperwork. And I just had acknowledgement by email. And they're saying we should get, well, he was saying last night, we should get, they say up to 2 gigabits, but it should be fairly close. Because it's a completely new set, it's completely new. Everything's all brand spanking new. So they're over catering for what they need at the moment. So it's quite exciting. Now, when we first arrived in France, our internet was rather, how to put it, pathetic. We were lucky to get half a megabits per second download, so 500k. And then what would happen is, over a period of time, if the signal gets weak, it automatically cut the signal down. So they get to a point you've got like 50 to 100k. You might be able to send an email or something. But then I had to phone them up, and then they'd reset it, and the whole process. It's about once every 2 weeks. I was phoning them up to get to reset up the internet. And I thought I had enough of this. Now what to do is obviously the YouTube and what have you. So about 6 years, maybe 7 years ago, 6 years ago, I installed the 4Gs, what we're on at the moment. And they're like directional, 2 antennas, they're pointing towards a cell tower, which is about 5-6 kilometres away. And we get about 60 megabits per second download with that, which is pretty good. And upload varies between 10 and 15, which is okay, allows me to do what I'm doing at the moment. But they reckon we're going to get a 500 gigabits upload. So 600 gigabits upload. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I'll be live streaming everything. I really need to invest in a new sander. The other thing I want to get hold of is I've got some little rubber feet, but they ain't very good. They're a bit hard. You can get soft rubber sticky back feet to go on the back. Oh, but it can slide, can't it? So it'd be a bit annoying. Okay, well, we've got our slots. We're going to sand them out in a second, but also I need to run the plane over the long grain. I'm not going to worry about the end grain. I'll just sand that. Yeah. Like I say, it's prototype. I think they're just going to work it. Oh, something happened. I've got no one on. Oh, we've got a rendezvous. A rendezvous just come through for Orange for the installation of our fibre cable. Up you, bruh. I sharpened this. Let's use that because I sharpened it. Oh, a bit small over this job. Make sure that it is. No, I'll wait. Going the wrong way. There we go. Okay. Oh dear. I really must get a new plane on. It's not a hand phone. We're back again. I think these things. We go backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Ah, there we go. Yes. Oh, not very square. That's better. Need to sand down those two little slots. Need new one. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, bolts device. No. Oh no. That's a rubbish old bit of paper. But that'll do. Now, I'm going to do a bit of a renovation job later on one of my machines I used to use quite a lot. It's been relegated into the barn. It's just sitting in the barn getting all rusty. And it's a hollow chisel mortar set. And ever since I got my domino dowler, which happens to be in that box there, you just about to see it with the green and anyway, it's my Festool domino dowler. Expensive machine, but ever since I got that, that's all I used for jointing. Absolutely brilliant. But since I'm doing this channel, but well, it's quite good to do some hollow chisel mortars as well for different things. For jointing. Like for mortars and tenons. As well as cutting by hand, just it's quite clever. Well, I say they're clever. The one I've got is actually a compound one, so I can do angles. It's quite a clever thing. But also I've got another machine I haven't used for a very long time. It's not really a machine. It's a Lee dovetail jig. Brilliant bit of kit. It really is. It's it was very expensive when I got it. Yeah, you can do dovetail joints and stuff quickly, like for drawers and stuff. For dovetails, brilliant for that. You can even get the guides to do like bunny ears and I haven't got any of that though, but I've got no bunny ears for it. So we need to run the route around that as well, which is over there. If I get the base done, I can put a coat of lacquer on that and that can be going off to one side. That can be drying. while we're getting on with the next stage. I just noticed something on this as well. I think that's going to sort out. There's a bit of a split at the end. I haven't removed. Oh, I've got to make it a little bit narrower and remove that split, which I could do. I could actually. It's a bit wide. I'll do that, I think. In fact, I went through the saw again and that make a bit narrow because just note this. There's a split just there. So might be better off one bit super glue in it. I ain't got no activator left. I don't have activator. I need to get some super glue. You've got activator for your super glue. You can make it off in no time. What we used to do when we were sticking on trims and stuff for like UPVC fascia boards, use an activator and you just hold it for 2 seconds and it's stuck. Done. Oh, has anyone heard the promises? Richie soon actually making promises. Yeah. Kind of promises that aren't promises. He kind of says, oh, we're going to do this, but we might not be able to. Judge us on our achievements. You know, you've been there for like, how long? Tories, that is. You know, he was Chancellor as well. I think he has told, you know, account for quite a bit of the blame. But there you go. Oh, nearly. It hits in already. It's literally just a bit of Velcro on the board. Some screws just poking through so don't slide about. Obviously, don't do that on your Formica worktops in your kitchen. Get those scratches. I think that's good. I think that's okay. I'll get that router and just clean it up with the router. Round off the old corners with the router. I had the dogs in there a minute ago. Before I went live, and they ran away. No, I don't want to be there now. No. Well, they got camera shy. That's what they did. Got camera shy. Back in a bit. I've got to be careful you do routing like this. It feels like groove in there. If I went crazy along that way, there's a risk. I won't do in this case, it's fine. There'd be a risk that that roller would fall into there and then you'd take a big gouge out of the end. But it's actually okay. It runs still on the side, so that would be okay. But I want yeah. I hate round shoelaces. What? They always come undone. I'm looking at my feet at the moment, all the shoelaces all come undone. Don't like it. Black ones never come undone. the round ones. I've got a video going up on the other channel. I haven't scheduled it yet, just like you. Yeah, yes, it's probably going at 6, 7 o'clock tonight at my time in France. So here it'll be like 5, 6 o'clock probably. I might have got a bit carried away with it. I don't know. We'll see. So it's 9 minutes long. Isn't it? It's horrendously long. So I'm trying to upload videos on there again, regular again. I'm probably not going to do more than one a day. I want to focus on this channel as well. You know, people realise that it does take quite a long time, you know, organising yourself. You've got to do your, you know, you've got some content, so you need some kind of script. Or, you know, or have it in your head, in this case I did. But to do that, you've obviously got, it's almost like you've got to rehearse it, if it makes any sense. No, don't talk to myself in the flipping mirror. No. Practicing my videos. No, no. I just bore the missus to hell with it in the mornings. And then it's all in my head then, you see. It's there. Stuck. A little bit longer. Not for very long. No, because my memory is not that great these days. I forget the most stupid things. Go to the cupboard, for instance. I go, what did I come here for? I can't remember. They're going to have always done that. I remember doing that as a kid. There we go, just making sure that's nice and splinter free. Got no splinters on it? No. I like things to be tactile. That's the nice thing about wood, is that it's like, it's very touchy-feely. Even those scabby bits of wood, you clean them all up, what have you, and make them all smooth and sort of like knobbly and that. You know, a bit like me. It's nice to touch. Yeah, tactile, touchy-feely like. No? Okay. I'm not suggesting you should touchy-feely me, because obviously that's gross. I don't even want to touchy-feely me. No. In the dark, maybe, but in the light, it's too frightening. I get scared. Yeah. It's frightening, it's scary, it is. Just when I realise how much bigger I've got since doing this channel, not the other channel, maybe. I thought, crikey, Mark, you put some weight on. Don't look! Like, I'm not as heavy as I have been heavy, isn't it? I weighed myself yesterday morning. I was 99 kilos. I'm only 5'7" and 99 kilos. That's scary. So I've got to do. I do normally do something about it though. Last time I about it, I'm not 20 kilos, so I'll have to do that again with it. And more really. But I think I should be about 70, 75 kilo, me. It'd be a better weight anyway. The thing is, I notice all my health troubles, like for instance, I get fibromyalgia. It's like generalised muscle pains and stuff. Usually I get them in the big muscle groups, like my legs, my back, stuff like that. Get all these muscle pains. I've had it for 3 years now. But when I lost the weight last time, the thing that normally would trigger off didn't. You know, so it's a good idea not to be so flippin' fat. But I think it's quite funny though. Sometimes I like to fat shame, like for instance, Anne Widdicombe and people like that, you see, because they're horrible critters, you know. So I fat shame them even though I'm fat. I think you're allowed to then, aren't you? You're allowed to, if you're fat, isn't that the deal? If you're fat yourself, you're allowed to fat shame. Or you just been a hypocrite. One or the other, probably. It's makes me laugh. Don't know why. Oh, chat's just fair. Come back, chat. What have I done to my chat? Oh, I'll chat with you. Hey! There are 2 different fibre optic cables in our street, 20 kilometres from the nearest town, and we chose between MEO and Vodafone, 900 megabits download and 200 upload, and 36 for TV. Yeah, for the first year, ours is €27 a month for the first year with the we've got sort of mid-range with the speed, and also it gives us free mobile calls to the UK, so Cal will phone the kids, what have you. But then it goes up to 47 a month after 12 months. But we can change to another provider if we want. We don't have to stay with Orange. The choice is ours, really. Right, I think that's fairly good. I think it's time to put the first coat of lac on there and decide whether or not. Whether or not I'm going to super glue that bit that I thought was a bit loose there. Yeah. I'm going to do a little bit of super glue. Where did I put the super glue? Oh dear. I did have it in some. If I can't find it, I'll say solid. It's only prototype after all. That's why I might stick to it. Where did it go? I love that. I don't want super glue. I don't want super glue. No, open one. No, it's not there. If I can't find it, I'll have to do without it. If I can find it, I'll do it. I don't want to open the fresh one because it goes off, you see. So, and that's like, oh, here it is. It fell on the floor. So if it's if any comes out of these, I might not be able to get any out of there. Oh, there is. That's good. Right, so I'll get the airline first. What have I done with the airline? Oh, there it is. Blow the dust out. You've got to blow the dust out the crack, you know. Yeah. Oh, you got such a dirty mind. Right, so I'll put the super glue on there. What I'll do is I'll use the airline again. Right, away from you, you don't get all over yourself. You push it into the crack. Right, so. There's sawdust on there, so it don't stick to me. There you go. The reason why there's a little bit split there, because like I was saying about that being the end of the timber, and it shakes. That's what's happened to this. There's sort of fine hairline cracks in there. But like I say, it's not for sale, this one. This. Yeah, but no but. I'll be ready soon, now. Yeah, but no but. He's trying to make out that. Oh, we're going to get the inflation down. To take, you know, look what we did when it comes to election times, and when it comes down to it, it was supposed to go down anyway. That's what the prediction is now. It's going to go down even without any interventions. But he'll try and take credit for it. I don't think people are going to listen. No, I think they've had enough. They're more likely to go with Reform Party. Reform UK with Richard Slice. Oh, we're doomed, we're doomed. Thank God I escaped. Right. In like that. Oh, the dust everywhere. Oh, they're breathing. Oh, it's good for the lungs, you see. Good for the lungs. Right, where is my rotating thing? What have I done with that? Why not it is? That's this lacquer. I'm coming back. Go on. I know you got to see my beautiful face. Oh, I can't blame you. Oh, it ain't beautiful. No, okay. Maybe not. Here's my little lazy Susan that I made. Simple old things, but I've made an old kitchen unit door or something, or cabinet or something. And it spins round, you see. So I put that on there. But the other thing is, we've got to think about the back. I want that to stick to this. Now, sometimes I want to do is I'll put a bit of tape on it. So it sticks to, you know. But I want to actually raise it off it. So what I'm going to use is a couple of aerosol things. I'm trying to find some reasonable fast finishes that aren't lacquer based, like that aren't aerosols. I don't like using aerosols. It's not that environmental, is it? Move the phone over there out of the way. I'm just gonna put some dust on it. So you put like one coat on there, or a couple of coats. What I do is I just seal it, and then you can finish it off with wax, or you just carry on building up your layers of lacquer if you want. Either way, whatever tickles your fancy. There you go, stick it on there like so. Move it out of the way, because I might blow dust about again, you see. Because we've got to do another job now. The job is, got to make the heart. Oh, got to make it hard. There's my bit of wood. Been used for my art. Yeah, artless man, artless. And we're going to put it on there like that. But first of all, I want to put some of this tape down. So we'll wax some tape down first. That's just so I can easily remove. Yeah, put two. One thing to draw on. Another thing to make it clearer. Another thing, the tape actually lubricates the blade on the fret saw, scroll saw. Now I'm going to have a flat bottom on this as well. So to start with, we're just going to draw around that. Hopefully it'll be about right. Sliding about a bit though. I'll hold it while I run that round. And I'm going to change it slightly. That one goes into like a little pointer. I found that a bit of a problem to finish it in that corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of a round on there to remove some of that peak, so it's not like a 90 degree in there or whatever it is. Because trying to clean at 90 degrees is a nightmare. On bins as though, what happens is you get it gets black with the blade bit, like the fragments of metal or whatever. So it doesn't work that brilliantly. I don't think so. I think that's what's causing it. So I've got something to draw around. It could just be anything really. This older folding rule will do. So I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm going to have a bit around like that. I know it's not ideal, but it means I'll just improve the. But I'll be able to put a better finish on it. Makes any sense? I think that's going to be. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut that out on the old scroll saw down here. So I need a tool. You could cut that out on the bandsaw quite easily, or hacksaw. It means I've got a scroll saw. I'm going to use. So there. So we're going to bring it around. Round we come, and down we go. There. Oh look, Wallybois. Oh, there's signs everywhere. It's that place, look. Whack my legs on that. Right. It's time. Oh god. I ain't got much time. I might not be able to finish it because I've got to take Mrs. to the post office. I've got to put some money in the bag. Okay. There you go. So blue heart. But peel that off basically, and they end up with a wooden heart, like me. I've got a wooden heart apparently. That's what the missus says. Right, there we go. There we go. Let's take on the cables now. That's alright. Right, so to peel that off there, including the old bit of tape that was on there. I won't get to finish this. What I'll do is I'll put it together, providing that over there dries. Just so you can see what's going on, because I just realised it's 4:15, and at 5 o'clock, post office shut. Bring this over here so it dries a bit quicker. That front heater. And yeah. So I'm going to run that over there on the sander over there, linear. Seen me used before. Oh, tripped over that. Bottom on there as well. I'm going to take the pointy bit off. I normally put a dowel in there. You take the wooden dowel. Hold on. Bring a bit over here. Ooh, that's good. So that's going to fix onto there like so. That's the idea. And walk the dogs as well, I suppose. Got to do that as well. Quick start. I think. Oh, it's things I keep thinking about, keep forgetting about. I should have started a bit earlier, shouldn't I? Oh, stop yapping. Is that dry? Nearly. Alright, so got to find the middle that way. First way you do it. You might be aware of this method or you might not. One way you can do it with a tape measure, where you set yourself a nominal distance somewhere near the middle. You can say, oh, I need that to be, let's say it's 40mm near enough there. And what you do is find 40mm in the other direction, and where that line intersects the other line, that will be the middle. Even though you haven't, the actual distance would be near 38mm to the middle. But you can do it with 50mm even in both directions. Sometimes it's better to do it with actual tape measure, so you're using the end, so like that. You can find the middle that way. You can check that. No way doing it is using a little engineer square like this one. You find your middle, like so, tie it up and go the other direction. Well, another line, in between those two lines will be the centre. Or you could just divide the measurement. Either way. So that is pretty much spot on. I know, obviously, centre that way. I know I haven't finished it properly yet because obviously I'm running out of time. It's 62mm. That gives me the middle. And for this one, instead of normally, I say normally, I'd fix that with a dowel, using a dowel jig, or literally just drill a hole, say 8mm hole in one side first. Then I'd place one of these little things into that hole, and then push it down to what does that mark that little hole. And I know exactly the correct position. I haven't got no 8mm down. Sort of. But I need just more finishing, so I need to take it apart again. So that's kind of the idea, like that. So let's just drill a hole in there. I'm using the pillar trunk. That's a bit counting, isn't it? Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to do. I'll put a plug in it. I have to find the right cutter. Easy said and done. Oh, it is. 10mm cutter and a battery drill. So I'll hide the screw then with a plug, you see. I need to put a little pilot hole into there. That's okay. So put a pilot hole into that. And I might even put a dowel in it anyway later. Just so you can see what's going on. It needs a lot more sanding and obviously some lacquer putting on there, what have you. Might even make it a colour, bit of contrast. Oh, I get like a pink cup. No, I'm not doing that. That's a bit naff. I don't like cheesy stuff. It's cheesy enough as it is. But so I'm not a pretty lovey-dovey type person. Right. That'll probably do. So I'll whip that out later and put a dowel in, just so you can see. So that's kind of the idea. And will it work? Is it the right angle? Oh, it is. Aha. It's on that side, and you feel that you get one on the other side as well. Push. Don't fall off. That's right. I think I'd have liked that to be a bit higher. So a bit taller, but then they'd just have to make it much wider, wouldn't you? So it's a bit of a catch-22 there. It don't seem to... I'm a bit worried that it's going to, as you push there... No, it's quite... No, it's okay. That's fine. No, that's fine. That's kind of what it is. It's just sort of like that. It's a bit naffy, isn't it? But if you like that sort of thing, it's a bit girly. That's it, girly stuff. So you can be all lovey-dovey. You know, if you're generous enough to give the missus a phone, or the other way around, give the hubby a phone. You have one there, you see, and you could be like his and hers, you see. At the kitchen table, talking stuff. Yeah. Unless you're like me and my missus, Carol and Becky, see. Oh, that's another. Yeah, so she could be on hers. All right, we can have conversations via Messenger. Yeah. Oh dear. Don't put ideas into her head. No, don't do that. Anyway, that's the kind of idea anyway. So I'm going to have to make a move because, like I said, we have got to get to the post office because we've got money in the bank. Other things have got to go bouncy. Yeah, kind of bouncy stuff. So let's have some people saying, "Oh, come back, come back." Oh, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Oh, that's what the missus says. Oh, dear. Hello, Craig Library. I hope you're well. Are you in Scotland? If so, that's bloody warm. Where are we? Craig Library. Yeah. Hello, Derek. We're seeing 11 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it's been pretty warm here, to be honest. It's been the evenings. Last night was a bit chilly, but during the day it's been plenty warm. That's been fine. Hello, Simon Says, 55. Up at 10 degrees up there in north of the Netherlands. Blimey, 10 degrees up there. Cold up there normally, isn't it? We've got a Dutch friend, her name's Lisa. And she's like a Viking. She is, literally like a Viking. She's blonde, muscular, skinny, and what have you. Very attractive girl. She's lovely, lovely lass she is. She stayed with us a while back, actually. She's moved there now, to France. She was in, yeah, she stayed with us when she first came over. And we're doing, oh, what's it called now? Basically stayed with us and did work for us. So did sort of little jobs around the house and stuff. She was brilliant. A bit like woof woofs. Woofs woofs? Oh, I don't know. Oh, low tonight. Forecast 6 and tomorrow 5 degrees. Cool. We're going from 12 degrees at midnight to 9 degrees at 4 a.m. That's still pretty warm. And then going up to 12 degrees C at midnight again. This is going like a big blimey. Yeah, strange weather, isn't it, for January? Did you know that January the 1st was the warmest day of the year? On January the 1st. I don't know if it is now. Although it's going to be colder, isn't it? It might be. Next to the street, though, there's electric's phone in. Oh my god, if I oh, there's bureaucracy for you. Well, it's time for me to go, so I'll say ta-ta, you know, so ta-ta. Oh. That takes me. I forgot that bit instead. Not on there. Not a good idea. No. Okay. Anyway. Oh, did you see that? Oh, you might not have saw that. Did you see that? I don't know. You might have done. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Kind of what we kind of made a soppy phone holder. Yeah, a soppy phone holder. Yeah, for two phones. Yeah, his and hers. Yeah, it probably looked better if it had another cutout in the middle. I think. Yeah. Or like I don't know, lightning strike going through it or something. I don't know. Or I thought it looked even better. You can have a his and hers with a TIE fighter, couldn't you? That'd work for his and hers. That's what I reckon. Anyway, sorry for me to go. It's like the time, you know. So yeah, bring him here. That's how I have to press the buttons. Yeah, got to press the buttons. You see, all those flip buttons. Oh yes. So we're gonna go ta-ta. Oh, not that one. No, not that button. So it's time for me to say ta-ta. I've got a video going up on the other channel. That's probably gonna be around 6-ish, sort of clockish. So yeah, I might.